WWE presents WrestleMania.
Hello, WWE fans. It's the biggest event of the year. WrestleMania is here. And this year, WrestleMania goes Hollywood. Welcome to the WrestleMania 39 Saturday pre-show. I'm your host, WWE fan. I am going to have a great time getting you ready for WrestleMania 39. WrestleMania 39 Saturday begins in just a couple hours. WrestleMania 39 takes place in Los Angeles and Hollywood. WrestleMania goes Hollywood this year. WrestleMania 39's main event is a battle for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. It pits the winner of the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, against the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Can Cody Rhodes do the unthinkable and become the new champion? And could Cody Rhodes become the first person since 2019 to defeat Roman Reigns? We'll find out on WrestleMania Sunday. This year, WrestleMania goes Hollywood, and there's a lot of great matches, including Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, Edge versus Finn Balor inside Hell in a Cell, and John Cena versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship, and for the first time ever, a father versus son bout at WrestleMania 39 as the recent WWE Hall of Fame inductee Rey Mysterio battles his son Dominic Mysterio. So over the next 2 days, I am going to get you ready for WrestleMania, and I begin right here, right now, with the WrestleMania Saturday pre-show. WrestleMania 39 goes Hollywood live tonight and tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Peacock in the USA and WWE Network elsewhere. So make sure you set your DVRs and get ready for an incredible WrestleMania weekend. If you're watching my show live, feel free to be part of the show. Post your WrestleMania 39 Saturday predictions in the comments. What do you think is going to happen today? What match tonight are you looking forward to? Let me know in the comments. So tonight here on the WrestleMania 39 show, I'm going to go over the WrestleMania Saturday match card. I'm going to talk about what I think match in the main event should be for tonight's event, and I'm going to give out my predictions and what I think is going to happen and more. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the show started. And here is the official WrestleMania Saturday match card. You know, this year WWE took its time in announcing what matches will be on Saturday and Sunday of WrestleMania this year. It wasn't until Nick Khan appeared on ESPN that it was announced what matches would take place on WrestleMania Saturday and WrestleMania Sunday. But I kind of like that idea. It builds anticipation for each night of WrestleMania. So here is the WrestleMania Saturday match card. These are all the matches you're going to see at WrestleMania 39 tonight. So tonight we have, kicking off WrestleMania, a battle for the United States Championship in what some people consider a dream match. We've got John Cena challenging Austin Theory for the United States Championship tonight. Can John Cena stop Austin Theory, or will Austin Theory retain his United States Championship and prove not only is he going to be the next John Cena, he could possibly be better than John Cena? Also tonight, we've got the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble match winner challenging Charlotte Flair for the Smackdown Women's Championship. This is the second time in WrestleMania history Rhea Ripley will Charlotte. First time 3 years ago, Charlotte Flair defeated Rhea Ripley for the NXT Championship. Will history repeat itself, and will Charlotte Flair beat Rhea Ripley again, or will Rhea Ripley even the score and leave Hollywood as the new SmackDown Women's Champion? Then we've got a tag team championship match. The Usos defend their undisputed tag team titles against the team of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have been involved in a feud with herself. As a matter of fact, the bloodline turned on Sami Zayn. At Royal Rumble this year, Roman Reigns wanted Sami Zayn to turn his back on Kevin Owens and attack him with a chair. And then Sami Zayn had no choice but to turn on the bloodline. Then Jey Uso turned on Zayn in a super kick Sami Zayn. For weeks, it was believed that Jey Uso was on Sami Zayn's side, but of course, Jey Uso would blindside and super kick Sami Zayn. So now it is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens' mission to take down the blood and take those undisputed tag titles from the Usos. Will it happen tonight? We'll find out. But one thing's for the Usos do lose those tag titles, it'll get in the mind of Roman Reigns, who has a big match tomorrow night. Also tonight, we've got a 6-woman tag team match. Becky Lynch teams with Hall of Famers Lita and Trish Stratus to take on Damage Control. Damage Control has been using the numbers game against Becky Lynch for a couple of months now. Becky Lynch had to enlist in the help of Lita and Trish Stratus. But the playing fields are even at WrestleMania, as Becky Lynch can have no two better partners than Hall of Famers Lita and Trish Stratus. Logan Paul has had some great matches in his rookie year, including a victory at last year's WrestleMania. Today's his birthday, and on his birthday, he goes one-on-one with Seth Rollins. Will Logan Paul do the unthinkable and get his first WrestleMania singles victory against Seth Rollins? It's the first ever father-son duo match at WrestleMania. Father versus son for the first time ever. Rey Mysterio, the recent WWE Hall of Fame inductee, takes on Dominic Mysterio. And finally, we got the first Fatal 4-Way WrestleMania Showcase match as Braun Strowman and Ricochet from Friday Night SmackDown take on the Street Profits and Alpha Academy from Monday Night Raw and the Viking Raiders from Friday Night SmackDown. There is your WrestleMania Saturday match card. 7 amazing matches. And all of these matches have the potential to be great WrestleMania matches, and dare I say, steal the show. Incredible matches this year. We all know that Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes will be the big main event for WrestleMania this year. It'll also be the closing match for WrestleMania Sunday. But what match should close tonight? What match should be the main event of WrestleMania Saturday? This has been a topic that has been debated by WWE officials and fans. Some WWE officials feel that because theoretically and historically, the winner of the Royal Rumble match gets a WrestleMania main event championship match, that Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair should main event WrestleMania Night 1 because Rhea Ripley won the Royal Rumble. WWE fans feel that there is no greater story than Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens' chase for the tag team championships, and a better way to cap it off would be the main event WrestleMania. It would be the very first time Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens got to main event WrestleMania. You know, as a WWE fan, I am totally okay with either option. I'm not going to be upset if Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair main events WrestleMania Night 1. And I'm not going to be upset if Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos main events WrestleMania Night 1. There are points and reasons for both matches. On one hand, you've got Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. One reason they could main event is simply because of Rhea Ripley winning the Royal Rumble. But another is a more political reason, to look good in front of their sponsors and investors. A women's main event match. The past couple of years, there has been women in the main event. So this year, WrestleMania 39 can close with a women's match. But on the other side of that, you've got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and the Usos, which has been a feud that has been on since December of 2022. It's a personal rivalry, and at WrestleMania, we settle personal rivalries. So if you're asking me my opinion, what match should main event Night 1 of WrestleMania 39, from a wrestling fan standpoint, I would say that I would go Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus the Usos for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. Because if we think of the bigger picture here, regardless of the outcome, it sets up the story for it sets up the story for Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns on Night 2. Because one way you look at it, if the Usos retain, it makes Roman Reigns' chances of retaining the Undisputed Universal Championship higher. But if by some miracle Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win those tag titles, there could be a crack in the bloodline, and the loss of the tag team titles for the Usos, Roman Reigns' cousin, could affect Roman Reigns, and he could lose his championships. So that story in itself is a main event worthy feud. So if I was 39, then I would obviously go with KO and Sami Zayn versus the Usos as the match that should main event Night 1. So either match I'm totally fine with, but as a wrestling fan, I would say Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus the Usos. How about you guys? Which match would you like to see be the main one of WrestleMania 30? You know, this is my favorite for WWE. I love WrestleMania. It's going to be some at WrestleMania 39 this year. On ESPN, Nick Khan said that expect some surprises because it's in Hollywood and it's WrestleMania. So, what matches do I look forward to on Night 1 of WrestleMania 39? Well, the first match I look forward to is the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and the Usos. I want to see how this match plays out, and I want to see if there's a crack in the bloodline, and I want to see if KO and Sami Zayn has what it takes to win those tag team championships. I also look forward to Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. Now, Seth Rollins has been on a losing streak the last couple of years at WrestleMania. WrestleMania 37, I believe was night one. He lost to Cesaro, and we all know Cesaro went to AEW. And then last year, he lost to a returning Cody Rhodes. So the last couple of years haven't been great for Rollins at WrestleMania. What will he do about that this year? Will he put on a clinic and beat someone that is not a true wrestler like Rollins? Will Logan Paul prove that he can hang in the ring with great talent like Seth Rollins? He's already done it at Crown Jewel by hanging in the ring with the champion, but now he's got Seth Rollins on the grandest stage of them all. I can't wait to see the story that these two wrestlers tell in the ring, and I can't wait to see who gets their hand raised at the end of the match. Also, I'm looking forward to Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio, not because of the father versus son dynamic, even though that is really cool. I want to see if WWE gives Dominic Mysterio the torch by beating a WWE Hall of Famer and beating his own father. That's going to be really interesting. And finally, I look forward to Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus versus Damage Control, because I want to see what happens in this match, and I want to see if there is a potential heel turn at the end of this match or during this match. And we'll talk about that in a couple of moments here. All right. Now, is there a chance that there is a match tonight that could steal the show? Well, let's talk about it. Which match or matches could steal the show tonight? Well, here is my opinion on that. I think Seth Rollins and Logan Paul has a really good chance of stealing the show. Logan Paul is a very athletic guy. I have to give Logan Paul credit. He can definitely do some aerial maneuvers. He's done that at Crown Jewel, SummerSlam, and even WrestleMania last year. And we all know what Seth Rollins is capable of. So I think Seth Rollins and Logan Paul is definitely going to be a 10-star match, or at least an 8-star match. They're both capable of putting on a banger of a match, and I think it's going to be really good. I also think John Cena and Austin Theory is going to be a great opening match, and Triple H did a good job of having that match be the opening match for WrestleMania 39. It could also be a match that steals the show, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, well, here is the chance that I get to play Booker to WrestleMania 39 Saturday. Here is how I would match order WrestleMania 39 Saturday. The opening match would be what it is: John Cena versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship. And then I would have Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus take on Damage Control. Then I would have Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. Then I'd have the WrestleMania Showcase match between Braun Strowman and Ricochet taking on the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits and the Alpha Academy. Then I'd have Charlotte Flair take on Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And in my main event, I would have the Usos defend their titles against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. That is the match order for WrestleMania Night 1 that I would go with. All right, it's the fun part of the show. Are you ready for my WrestleMania 31 Night 1 predictions? Who do I think is walking out of WrestleMania Hollywood Night 1 with a victory? Well, here we go. Here are my WrestleMania 39 Night 1 predictions. Austin Theory will defeat John Cena. I'm predicting Austin Theory will retain his title. I'm predicting Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus will defeat Damage Control. I'm predicting Rey Mysterio will defeat Dominic Mysterio simply because They just inducted Rey into the Hall of Fame, and I think they want to show appreciation to Rey Mysterio for all that he's contributed to the business by giving him a victory over his son. But I do think this feud is going to continue past WrestleMania. I think Rey will get the victory, and something will happen after the match to continue the feud. I think either the Street Profits or Braun Strowman and Ricochet will win the WrestleMania Showcase match. I also think Rhea Ripley is going to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion. And I think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to become the new undisputed tag team champions for both Raw and SmackDown. So tonight, I do have a couple of new champions crowned. I believe we are going to have a new SmackDown Women's Champion in Rhea Ripley, and I believe we're going to have new tag team champions in Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I also think Austin Theory will do the impossible, and he will defeat John Cena at WrestleMania 39 in what will be a great match. So what are your WrestleMania 31 Night 1 predictions? Post them in the comments below. I can't wait to see them. All right, here will happen tonight at WrestleMania 39 Night 1. Going to be a great time. I think Trish Stratus will turn heel. I think Trish Stratus will deliver a chick kick to Becky Lynch. Why? Well, it's rumored that at SummerSlam it's going to be Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch. What a way to start that rivalry by having Trish Stratus chick kick Becky Lynch. And maybe even have Trish Stratus turn heel on Lita at some point as well, because Lita and Trish had an iconic rivalry. Now, will it happen at WrestleMania? Possibly. I know WWE does like having big heel turns at WrestleMania. The last big heel turn at Mania was at 34 when Shinsuke Nakamura turned heel on AJ Styles. Tonight, I think we have Trish Stratus turning on Becky Lynch and Lita. I think it happens after the match. I think Becky Lynch, Lita, Trish get the win, but out of nowhere, a chick kick by Trish Stratus to leave these two women's superstars stunned. And talk about getting heat. Trish Stratus is a great heel, in my opinion. I also think Rey Mysterio will get a victory tonight via a roll-up of some sort or some weird finish. But at the end of the match, Dominic Mysterio attacks his dad, and the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor get involved in the attack and beat down Rey Mysterio. But the Rated R superstar Edge makes the save and evens the odds. And the reason I think this will happen is it promotes the Hell in a Cell match even more, which is taking place tomorrow night on WrestleMania Sunday. And I do think there will be some surprise tonight. Surprises could be in the form of Randy Orton. It could also be in the form of The Rock, because WrestleMania is Hollywood, it's in LA, and The Rock loves LA, so maybe there will be appearance by The Rock, and maybe Stone Cold Steve Austin will be at WrestleMania Hollywood tonight. And finally, I think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn upset the Usos, and they shatter the confidence of Roman Reigns. And I cannot wait to see what goes down tonight at WrestleMania 39, Saturday, night 1 of amazing WrestleMania action. It is going to be incredible, ladies and gentlemen. And you do not miss a minute of the action. So make sure you tune in and watch WrestleMania 39 on Peacock and the USA and WWE Network elsewhere. It's going to be a great event. Tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale, I will have the WrestleMania Sunday pre-show. And on the WrestleMania Sunday pre-show tomorrow, I'm going to briefly go over WrestleMania 39 Night 1. So tomorrow night, I'll recap tonight's edition of WrestleMania. And then I'll go over the WrestleMania Sunday card, give my WrestleMania Sunday predictions, and more. So get ready for WrestleMania Sunday pre-show tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Now, WrestleMania 39 is being hosted by The Miz. I think The Miz will have a couple of segments at WrestleMania 39. It could be where The Rock interrupts him. It could be where Batista interrupts him, or Stone Cold Steve Austin. You just never know. I think we're all going to enjoy WrestleMania 39. I'm so excited, I don't even know what to say anymore. I guess all I got to say is make sure you watch WrestleMania 39 live tonight and tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Peacock in the USA and WWE Network elsewhere. Enjoy WrestleMania, everyone, and I'll be back tomorrow for WrestleMania Sunday. Enjoy WrestleMania. Go KO and Sami Zayn. Go Logan Paul and Seth Rollins. And go Austin Theory. Good night, everybody.